Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Monday Makers here at Crafters TV. I'm Leann Chivers and I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours. And I am joined by the very beautiful and extremely talented Debbie Fisher.
Good afternoon, Leann, and hello everyone out there. I hope you're ready for a really great Monday Makers. It's unusual to have it in the daytime, or at this time 2 o'clock in the daytime, but I'm really looking forward to it because we've got some of my faves. You know how I love an edgeable, jigsaw die, and of course making bows. So if you ever wanted to create some Christmas bows for all your Christmas wrapping, your Christmas cards, we've definitely got the bow selection for you. It's going to be amazing, Leann.
It really is. I'm excited. And if there was ever 3 products that had your name written all over them, it's those 3 products, isn't it? So I'm sure we'll see some absolutely incredibly inspiring demos from Debbie during the show. Now, before we get into all of the details, there's lots I've got to tell you. So the first thing is, remember it's Cyber Monday, and so we've got 20% off when you shop the website and when you shop the deals on the show. The only small term and condition with that is the 20% doesn't apply to any of the Black Friday deals that might still be rattling around on the website. There'll only be a couple of them. And any new product that launched in November, your 20% discount does not apply to those. I'm pretty confident that in this show here, we don't have anything from Black Friday or from launched in November. We've just got some great products at great prices. So you can be confident that the prices you see on the screen, you can take off an additional 20%. And we'll be working that out for you during the show and letting you know what those prices are so you know which great bargains you want to bag and get in your basket. Do shop the show. All of the deals are in there. And remember the 20% discount across the entire website with the exception of November launches and any Black Friday deals that are hanging around. Now, while I've been explaining that to you, we've been getting some pictures ready because we've got some lovely demonstrations and pictures of the deals that we've got coming up in the show for you. This first one is always incredibly popular. Build a bow. This set, I think, has to be one of the most beautiful bow sets that I've ever seen. We've done it twice. We did an everyday version and we did a Christmas version. And this is the Christmas version that we're bringing to you now. In perfect timing, I think, because now is the time when we're all running around like headless chickens trying to make the gifts that we've been buying for the last 6 weeks look pretty. And this set is going to do that for you. And it's not just about gifts with this, it's about Christmas cards and all sorts. So you'll see how Debbie has got lots of inspiration for you with this. Price is amazing. You can see there if you're Platinum member, £20 or $23.96, which only is $15.99. or $19.17 with your extra 20% off, and I'm sure you appreciate what a good deal that is. Now the next one I know Debbie loves and I love. I think all of our demonstrators love these actually. It's our shaped jigsaw dies. So usable, so incredibly usable and very different. I think they're a little bit unique. So you've got all 3 in there for your £30.5 or your $35.10. And of course you're going to take your extra 20% off, which makes it £24.04 or $28.08. So you can see what's happening as we take that extra 20% off for you, and we're going to do that throughout the show. Just call out for you what it would be with your extra 20% off so you know how much you're spending. And then the next one we've got is a huge die for you, where we've got this really great large abstract jigsaw die, and you've got your mount board in this collection, and this is 10 by 11 in size. Sorry, 10 by 8 in size, I beg your pardon. And I need my glasses on. I'll find them and I'll put them on. 10 by 8 in size. It's a big jigsaw. It could be creating a full jigsaw, and you're getting that for £43.50 or $50.40, as well as 20 sheets of the mount board in there to be able to create 20 jigsaws. It is absolutely incredible. So your 20% off price for the pounds would be £34.80 and $40.32 over there in the US, which I'm sure you agree is absolutely great. The next large jigsaw we've got for you is bigger again. It's 11 by 8.5 in size. That, if you're over in the US, is your full US letter size. And really great for making gifts and statement pieces, maybe framed decor on the wall in a Jigsaw style. Take one piece out, send it to someone with the message, "You complete me." There are so many different things you could do with this. And you can see there the price is phenomenal. If you're a platinum member, you're getting 10 pieces of your mount board with this as well. Your $35.20 with your 20% off would become $28.16. and $33.92 if you're over there in the US. And they're your platinum prices. Now we've also got the timeless borders for you. Beautiful collection here, 5 pieces, really, really usable. They're just so detailed. You'll see when Debbie does our demonstration with them. And for a platinum price on these, £25.57 or £31.84. And of course with your 20% off, that becomes to £20.46 or $25.47, which I'm sure you will agree for 5 full edgeable border dies is truly phenomenal price. Now, we've got a Monday mega deal for you next, 160 sheets of card. And you've got a whole mixture in there of luxury and mirror and matte mirror. There is just so much in there for you to be able to get your teeth into. And for an incredible price of $35.60 or $54.80 for 160 sheets, now is the time to get your stash built up because they're our consumables, aren't they? That becomes $28.48. or $43.84 with that extra 20% off we've got for Cyber Monday. It's definitely the time to be filling up your basket, treating yourself to a couple of things you might have been side-eyeing and wanting to try while we've got that extra 20% off. And certainly for your consumables, I mean, really, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it is meant for stocking up on consumables because it's always the best time to get them when you're going to save that extra 20% on them. That is certainly what I be doing when I'm shopping. So that's everything we've got coming up for you. So it's really exciting, I think. Loads of fabulous deals. And I think we shouldn't hang around. I think we should get straight over to our Debbie with the shaped jigsaws and have a look at how you use them.
Absolutely. Now, if ever there was a gift you wanted to make and then send out to somebody, these jigsaws are going to do it for you. We're looking at the smaller ones here. I love this speech bubble one because it means you can put whatever you want inside it, whether it be a topper that you've coloured, whether it be a nice photograph, they're just going to look amazing. What I also love about them, not only can you cut them out and create really workable jigsaws, you can create beautiful cards with them, box lids with them, lots of different things. I love this one, looks really nice. You can also, I'm not sure if that, oh no, that isn't one. I'm thinking because some of the DT made magnets with them, so you put them onto magnets and you can actually piece them back onto your card. I love this one here, which is really pretty. Someone's made like a photo album and put that on the front of there just to ornate it, which looks really cool. But that speech bowl one again, a couple more here. You can use them for throughout the year, whatever your theme is, whether it be every day, whether it be Christmas. I love that one with the, although they look like Where Wally socks, don't they? But really nice stockings there. And then this puzzle piece, I have to say, is probably my favourite. I think this is a really great, having a jigsaw that is a puzzle piece, which looks amazing. What about creating an aperture and then adding all the bits inside? And actually this has not been made into a shaker card, but you could make them into that shaker card element. And then this one is what I really think shows you what you could be gift giving. How about making someone a card with that puzzle piece on top and then cutting it again and putting it in a little box at the side so they've got a little puzzle piece to do. I know my Ruby, she's 7, she would absolutely love a gift like this where you've got those puzzle pieces inside. Such amazing gifts. Now we've not got no full demos, but I do want to show you how to use them and how really simple they are to use as well. So I've just got a picture of my family. This is my daughter, her husband and my 2 little grandbabies there. So we've got Ruby and Ava. Now,
What a beautiful family, Debbie.
I know, I'm so lucky. We're both lucky. We both have lovely families
Beautiful
and lovely
family.
both of us have 2 granddaughters,
Yeah.
which is lovely. And what was funny, Leanne, I put my photo paper in my printer, but because I had printer paper underneath, it sucked that in first.
Yes.
And it then printed out onto there. And I thought, actually, it doesn't matter because we can still stick this to it. So even though this is just photo paper it's printed out onto, printed out lovely. Now I'm just going to use my tape pen to stick it all down. But actually what I should have got is some adhesive sheets, which would have laid that down and we've got some on the website. So if you want to grab some adhesive sheets, use that to put your photographs down. Now I don't want to be too wasteful with my pen, so all I'm going to do is hover this over my photo of where I want to put it. I'm going to turn it over on the back, and then I can roughly see that this bottom piece and the side I'm not really going to need to stick. So all I'm going to do is put this along the sides. Now it can be really thorough and cover it completely, but I'm not really too worried. Just want to make sure that we've got all those parts stick. I'm just putting it to the light so I can see, and I'm going to put one more piece just going down. Now the reason I've put so much on, got my mount board as well. Mount board is brilliant, not just for these dies, but all your mixed media dies. So a great one to have additionally inside. So I'm going to make sure I'm really putting that down well. In fact, I'm going to bring in my bone folder, so my scoring tool, and just go over the top, because what I want to make sure I'm doing is all that adhesive is really stuck onto my mount board. And then I'm just going to position this, and no matter what you're using, let me bring in a different one. Check which dies you want. You can position these, so if I want to change this to a star, I can see that that photo is going to get all my family in there. So whichever piece you use, just check your photo and what size you want to put through. And all I'm going to do is position this over where I think it'll cover everybody, just like so. And then I'm going to bring in my plates. Now, I have got my large Gemini to hand, but I do have my Gemini Junior cutting plates. So with your mixed media dies, call it Leann, it's a long time since I've used mixed media dies, you take out your magnetic shim. Yep, I'm getting the nod from Leann. Do you know what? I haven't used mixed media dies such a long time. It's your base cutting plate, then your mount board with your die on top, then your plastic shim, and then your top cutting plate. Now, if you do need it, you could always add in your metal shim. I don't think it will need it, but if you did want to just give that extra additional, you get your metal shim within your Gemini bundle. So anyone that went for that bundle that Craig had on yesterday, that was amazing. Leann, did you see we were giving away a free machine? A
free machine. I could hardly believe it, because I had it on Black Friday, Debbie. I had to phone. I was sending text messages when I seen the deals. I was like, if we got this right, we're giving it away.
I know.
Crazy, wasn't it?
Craig said to me, we're giving away a machine. I said, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And we did. We did. It was amazing. Right, so I'm going to turn this over. Can you see all of our pieces now have cut right through? I'm going to take that away, and then we're going to pop them out. So just taking my pokey tool, I'm going to just push them in, just making sure I take them all out so you can see the full picture of when they come out. This is how easy it is to create your jigsaw puzzle. Look at that. And that's such a nice little gift. All those pieces will come away, and you can then pop them in a little box, print the picture out again, and you've got your full puzzle. And I'm not kidding you, that you would never guess that looks like I've printed onto that mount board. You would never guess that that has been cut out and die cut yourself.
That's worked brilliantly with your tape pen, Debbie. It's the quality of our tape pens. I think if you don't have a Crafter's Companion tape pen at home, maybe don't do it. But when you've got a Crafter's Companion one, that's worked beautifully there, Debbie.
So nice, isn't it? And then I'll never be able to get it back together. That's the only thing.
I'm terrible at them.
Yeah,
I was never good at jigsaw. I preferred fuzzy felt to jigsaws as a child.
Me too. And actually, that's a great one. You could cut your fuzzy felt with these as well, because they're mixed media dies. Remember, you can cut your magnetic sheets as well. So you can make fridge magnets, and then people, whoever's around, could then put them back. And there you go. That's your puzzle piece, and it's as simple to do as that, which is
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's so amazing.
Really, and it could be mounted on the front of a card. It could be have a little piece took out. It could be in the side of a gift box, as you were showing there, Debbie. I think it's so incredibly easy to use and incredibly versatile. So many different things. I mean, imagine doing. Here's the thing as well. It doesn't just have to be about printed photographs on there. So imagine the Christmas table. Everybody gets a little bag with building their own jigsaw in there, and you wrote them a special message of what they mean to you for Christmas on the thing before you put it up.
Oh, I love
that. Maybe it's, you know, like I really appreciate you for this reason. And then they make it all up before Christmas dinner, and you've given them a lovely little message. Or it could be that it's a Christmas gift, like we're going, are you watching Simon? Simon? That's my husband. We're going to Paris for the weekend. All broke up in a little bag, and I have to make it up, and I'm getting excited because then I get the word Paris, and then I'm like, oh my word, what's happening? We're going to Paris. You can put a message on there for a gift as well, I think. So usable, and such a fantastic price today. You can see there on your screen. And let's remind everybody of what their 20% price would be off the platinum. So £24.04 for pounds and $28.08, which for 3 fabulous different shaped jigsaws, plus all of that mount board that you get in there, 20 sheets of mount board, plus the speech bubble, plus the star, plus that jigsaw piece that you've just seen how Debbie do. Brilliant value for money, and you can make 20 of those things. In fact, honestly, with the size of those, you can make 40 because you're only going to need half a piece of mount board. You don't need to be that generous. You can cut it in half and use it in that way. So that is going to just be amazing. Now, we've got the Monday mega deal next. I must show you this because it is a phenomenal deal. 160 sheets, and you're getting everything I'm about to show you for £35.60 or £54.80, and we'll give you the 20% off price, £28.48 or £43.84. Superb value for money when you think you're getting 160 sheets. Always in an event like Black Friday or Cyber Monday where you're saving 20%, it is the time to take advantage and get your consumables stacked up. That's certainly what I do. As a yarn, for example, I put a huge 100% cotton yarn order in on Friday because they had phenomenal Black Friday sales. I'm probably not going to need to buy any more cotton for another 2 years, but I've got it there and I've got all the colours, and I know that I've spent so much less on it so I can be more generous with it when I'm using it. It's just the way my mind works. So if you're thinking about the same with card, this is the bundle for you. So you've got this beautiful red Centura in here. That's absolutely gorgeous. And do you know what? I'm just going to, for those of you who are just joining us and don't know what we're referring to when we say Centura, I want to show you what we mean by it. Because you might be, okay, say Centura, it's red cardstock in a plastic bag, Leanne. It's so much more than that. And if I take it out, Centura has this amazing pearlescent shine on it. Look how incredibly beautiful that sheen and shine is, and it's 300 GSM, so brilliant for your card making, brilliant for your box making, brilliant for your construction. Do your card bases, die cuts beautifully. You can do decorative with it, sentiments with it, so much, and you've got 10 sheets of that beautiful red in there. So that's what Centura Pearl is. You've then got 10 sheets of your luxury glitter cardstock here in this beautiful purple. We've then got 10 sheets. This is, oh my, I have to take it out. Sure. I'm opening it. I'm doing it, guys.
Such a rebel, Leanne.
I know, Debbie's shocked at what a rebel I am. I go rogue all the time, Debbie. Look at the black. Who doesn't need black luxury glitter card in their life? The sparkle on this when you get it home, it's so luxurious, it really is. Let's stick that back in there so that be half naughty, half good. Then you've got 10 sheets of this beautiful green. Then you've got one of our luxury packs here, which has 30 sheets in, I believe. Let me check. 30 sheets. So you've got that lovely silver, and you've got your mirror, your matte mirror, and your luxury glitter. They're 10 sheets of each. You've got the same in the gold, 10 sheets of each, matte, shiny, and luxury glitter. You've got the same in the red. How glorious that is. There we go. And you've got the same in the green. The luxury glitter, the matte mirror, and the mirror. All of that, 160 sheets for £35.60, which becomes £28.48 or £54.80, which becomes £43.84. That's with your additional 20% Cyber Monday discount on top of your platinum price. Now, no matter what membership you are, not only platinum members get that 20%, by the way, everybody. If you are not a Crafters Companion Club Inspire member and you're just joining us and you're looking at the prices in the white box, take 20% off that. And if you're a gold member and you get 10% discount, take 20% off that. If you're a bronze member and you get 5%, take another 20% off. We're giving that 20% to everybody. Nobody's excluded. The only exclusions, the odd little Black Friday deal that's rattling around. We had so many sellouts. And of course, the new products that launched in November, which I think is exceptional value for money this Cyber Monday. Now, what would you like to look at now? Shall we look at the bows? I think this is going to be our Debbie's next demonstration, actually, these builder bows. And they are you loved these when we brought that everyday collection out, and you loved them so much that we decided to bring you our Christmas collection out. So you've got this fantastic set of dies here, which will create all of these different bow configurations for you, and you've even got some lovely little bits of foliage there to decorate for Christmas. And the thing I love is you've got this like candy cane stripes in here. You've got kind of like little holly and snowflakes, little kind of, it looks like almost like a snowflake design in there as well. It's more of a poinsettia, that actually, I think, that look there. You've got your snowflakes, your swirls. They really are incredibly decorative. I love this big statement one up here. So you've got something small for little gifts, and you've got something bigger to make a statement as well. I think they're a lot easier than they look, Debbie, aren't they?
Oh, so much. In fact, once you get them, so anyone that did get our everyday ones, you will absolutely love these ones. And actually, if you didn't get the ones before, these ones, Leanne, I love because they're not just for Christmas.
No.
So even though they are a festive set because they've got lots of those elements in there, they've also got some quite plain ones and really intricate patterns that you can use just throughout the year. And what's better than adding a bow onto something? I mean, you can see by these makes in front here, that bow is absolutely incredible, and it is so easy to do. Just looks amazing. I do love these stockings. They actually remind me of the Bad Witch in The Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
Stockings under the house. I keep thinking I need to roll them up and make them look
some
like
boots
those
on the
stockings.
end.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
They're absolutely brilliant. But you can do them in whatever colours that you want, which looks incredible. If you just want to ornate them, the other thing I love what you've done, Leanne, is added all the extra embellishments. Having the foliage, having those poinsettias, make your absolute card. I mean, all that on this one that's happened is you've put an extra sentiment on there. A Christmas card for Sarah there. I mean, look at that. You can put any person's name in that and have it really personalised, but the actual decorations, the flowers in them are all in this collection, which is amazing. I've got one more here with just a box in a completely different colour.
Oh, look at that.
How nice that is. It's
wow.
Beautiful, isn't it?
That luxury cardstock deal that I've just shown you there
Yes.
works brilliant there, doesn't
yes,
it?
absolutely.
You need to put them two together.
Yep.
Now, let us just tell you what your 20% price is, 20% off price is going to be. So you can see there, if you're a platinum member, it's £19.99, but that becomes £15.99 with that oh my word, or $19.17. That's with that extra 20% off if you're a platinum member. Now is the time. I feel like I'm saying, I need to sing it all the time. Now is the time to get your deals. Do. Ben, I'm rivaling Ben, Debbie. That's what I'm trying to do. Except I can't sing. Ben can sing. Now, I really love this set. I think it is fabulous. It's a fabulous deal. And Debbie, are you ready to show everybody how they work?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Excited.
Yes. Now the hardest thing about this bow set, and it is a very hard thing, is deciding which one you want to use because there are so many on there. And Leanne's just showed you that board which shows so many. It's a double-sided pack. What I would suggest when you get them, because your sticky tape becomes less sticky, they all start to fall off and go in here. Get yourself one of our A5 sheet of magnetic shims and put them on there and keep them all in one place, or you can just get a big one and hang it on your wall or something. You've got them all to go in one place. So on top of all these that you can see here, including just our regular bow, I've took a couple of elements here because I love this candy cane one. So I've got this one, I've got my outside cutting edge, and I've got my little towels as well. Now we're going to pop that one to the side and show you how we make these ones. Now all I've got is a piece of red cardstock and a piece of white. Now as you can see with this one, this is an insert, which is great because it means I can cut out a base for it as well as placing that like a creator card into there to create that perfect detail. So what I'm going to do to start off with, I want to cut both of these pieces. Now this is a thinner piece of card, and because I've got my Gemini, I'm going to be a devil and cut both of those in one go. Now I know my Gemini is capable of doing that. If you've got any other die cutting machine, you might need to run it through a couple of times or just put it through one after the other. So I'm just going to pop them onto my plates, and I'm going to pop my Gemini Junior boards inside my Gemini. So just running those through and letting those cut. Now I like to cut my outside cutting edge before I do my intricate die. You can cut them together, which is not a problem at all, but what I would absolutely recommend is that you cut them using and some low tack tape over the top. So let's take those 2 bits out. You can see cut absolutely perfect with my Gemini. It is just a thin metal die, but because of the pressure of our Gemini, it cuts beautifully. And then I've got my towels. Now, the next thing I want to do, this piece here is what I'm going to be using to overlay, or underlay, should I say, over the top of my red. But this is the one I want that intricate pattern through. So I'm going to turn my plates. We're going to pop that through. And I'm just going to, and I can see that there's a few little pieces that haven't been popped out. Now, really good tip here, Leanne, I think you'll agree. Always get those little ones out, because what they might do is just prevent it cutting through those intricate little spots before you've had a chance to put it through. And it will just make sure you'll get the best out of your die. You can see all just those little pieces. Wouldn't make too much difference, but you might need to then pop them out afterwards. And then all I'm going to do is take a low tack tape. I'm going to pop a piece of this right through the middle to hold that into place. So just like so, right across there, and then we can run that one through. So nice and easy. And like I say, you can do that in one pass, but it's best to, I like to do mine separately.
Yes, I think that I prefer to as well, because sometimes your die can slip, can't it, if you haven't got it really taped down, and then dies over the top of dies can always could damage each other. Now, we've got so many people joining us, Debbie. We've got Alicia Gordon. Hello, Alicia. Chloe, Charlotte Everett, Linda Borgherd, Christine Mahoney, Scramp Shopper, Scania Wife, hello, all these names, Betty Weaver, Crafty Angie, hello there. Lynn Blackledge, she's really looking forward to watching your demonstrations, Debbie.
Lovely.
Mil Sabrosa, Zoe Carver, Rosalind Russell, Alicia Gordon, she says, I have the Creator Bow set and I need ideas. My co-worker ordered 15 coffee cup and coasters. Leanne.
You did that really quickly.
My co-worker ordered 15 coffee cup and coaster sets, and I have the matching bag, and this show is perfect. Yes, it is, because you can put bows on it. Evelyn says, good morning from beautiful Colorado. Anne says, can you tell us what the ballpoint glue pens would be used for?
Oh.
Well, do you know what we can? I think go back and watch Wake Up Call this morning, because Debbie gave you loads of ideas. But basically, any kind of glitter, glue, fine line, gems, any gluey situation you have, they're good for, and great with gilding flakes as well. Brenda says, I would love to replace my range of original ink pads I have in another brand. What is the CC equivalent? I already have a quick dry ink. The equivalent would be our Harmony Watery Active, Brenda. Alicia Gordon, oh my, I have these dies and I'm saving this show. Rosalind Russell, she likes the jigsaw puzzle, our Rosalind. She likes it to have a minimum of 500 pieces, Debbie.
Oh.
And she's currently doing one of 1,000 pieces.
Wow.
With a scenic puzzle. Oh my word.
Wow.
Coletta's got a question for you, Debbie. Will the guillotine cut the mount board?
Yes, it will actually. Now, what I would say is, yes, absolutely, it will cut through your mount board. It's not something I like to use purely because I like to keep it sharp for my card. But I think if you're just cutting it occasionally, then yeah, absolutely, it will cut through your mount board. Yes. I
would agree, but I think with the mount board, you are cutting another shaped puzzle, aren't you, Debbie? So I would say you're probably better off with your scissors, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your scissors. And actually, your craft knife and ruler works really well as well. Yeah. What you do is you sort of slice through the top piece and then you go through the bottom piece. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, but it does do it, but it's not something I would recommend doing all the time. No. So because you would want to keep your guillotine in prestige condition. Now what I'm doing there, I've got a little bit caught under there. That's my there's a little piece, there we go, of the red. Now what you'd seen me doing is I was on both pieces before I glued them together. I was stretching my fibres with a pokey tool. Now I did this on both pieces and then glued them together. So then when you start to bend them round, nothing comes apart. It's absolutely perfect, and you would have seen that I used my dotty tape pen to do that. So once you've curled them, it's a case of bringing them round and then gluing them on the opposite side. So the choice is yours at at this stage, I like to use a wet glue. So I've got my little intricate bottle here, a precision bottle. Then we do these of packs of 2. You'll find them on the website. Our egg cup, just in case anyone asks, it just helps to keep it upside down. It's a great way. I normally just cut the bottom of a water bottle. It's a great way of always keeping your glue in the bottom, or in the top of your bottle, should I say, and your glue will never go rusty because it's always immersed in the glue. Just make sure that when you're taking this out, you wipe that glue away and just pop that back in your holder or your glue bottle, whatever you've used it for, and then that will keep your top nozzle from clogging. And then all I'm going to do on each part, I'm going to put a little bit of tacky glue. You really do only need a small amount. And ideally, what you need to do with tacky glue is let that sit for about 30 seconds to a minute. That will make sure that your glue evaporates and makes it more tacky. If not, all you need to do is, as you put them down, just hold them down into place just like so. And then we'll do the other one, just holding them, making sure I'm holding them all into place. Because I'm asking, quite a lot of our tacky glue, we're asking it to actually adhere for 2 pieces of 300 GSM. So once that side's done, I'm going to pop this side into place. So you could do one side at a time. I'm just trying to be speedy and do it all together.
You could use a little clothes peg, couldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Or
we do the little. We do the threaders. Do
yes,
the little
quilting
clips, the quilting clips, which are ideal for anything like that.
Yeah.
But that would have took hold now. So pop that down, and I've got that piece. So you can see that's held my places there. And then I haven't used one to cut, but you do get. Let me just grab this. You do get your little, there's a bigger one there, the other one will be on the other side, so this one here. That's for your middle section, and it cuts this little piece here, and all you do is wrap that round. So you're going to pop that round and glue that into place as well. And then you will take these little pieces. Now I've used 2 I'm not going to do the full project, I'll bring it in to show you, but I've stuck one on this side and where's my other one? There it is. And on the opposite side, just like so. So it creates that beautiful bow. And then all I've done here is I've ornated it onto a little box just to make that beautiful little gift box.
Doesn't that make, so for a very, and please don't take this the wrong way at home.
No, I won't.
Simple box.
Yep.
Just little monotone colours, and you haven't had to do loads of matting and layering or anything, just a nice red and white, a little bit of green square. How it elevates that, and it looks like a real picture perfect Christmas gift. It does look like
exactly that. I love that, Leanne. Picture perfect. That is. You know about boxes. I've got everything to make the box, but you don't need to see me make the box. It's all about what we're ornating it with. And I love this idea as well, just putting a strip of your cardstock around your box so it makes it look just so professional. You could charge a lot of money for a box like this, and you could be making these bows in all different colours and the boxes in all different sizes.
Absolutely amazing. And actually there's nothing on there that screams Christmas. If you do that in pastel colours, you could be using that all year round.
Yeah,
I absolutely love that box, Debbie. It's it's perfection in its simplicity. It really is. I love it. Now, that deal on that is absolutely brilliant. So for your platinum price, you've got that for $19.99 or $23.96. So your pounds with your percentage off would be $15.99 or $19.17. And for all of those dies, to create 10 bows, 10 different bows, significantly more dies, it is absolutely brilliant value for money. Now, I've got a couple of comments, a couple of people. We've got so many of you joining us today, which I'm thrilled about. Welcome if it's your first time to the Crafters TV family. Let us know if it is your first time and how you stumbled across us, and we'd like to welcome you in person, so do let us know. Mary Reno says, I just love the Festive Build bow set. I think she might mean I bought it on one of the shows. I bought it on one of the shows. I would have bought it. Oh, I would have bought it if I... Right, okay, I know what Mary's saying now. Sorry, start again, Leanne. Mary loves the Festive Builder bow. She has won it on one of the shows. However, if she hadn't have won it, she would have bought it. It's that fantastic. Thank you, Mary. Miriam says, oh, hello, music. Hey, it's impatient, that clip. It wants to come in and say hello. It'll be coming in a second. It's coming next. Miriam says, good morning, you all from South Carolina. Listening while I work, so probably will not be commenting much. Don't worry, Miriam. We know you're there. You've told us. You're very welcome still. Brenda Blackler says, thank you, Leanne. How many water reactive ink pads are there? There are 36. But just pick your favourite colour. Go pick your 12 favourite colours and leave it there to start with, is what I would say, Miriam. So many more lovely comments. Kari, good morning, ladies. I have this set and it's fabulous. Lots and lots of love for that demonstration with that box, Debbie. I couldn't possibly read all the comments out. Everybody agrees that it is truly beautiful. So thank you, Debbie. Now, it was impatient, our little video there. Tried to sneak in there while I was having a chat with you. If you're brand new, please do let us know. And if you're wondering what we're talking about when we say your platinum price with an extra 20% off, if you don't know what that is, we've got a video to tell you all about Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part, and it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
I always feel I want to go bye at the end of that one. It really is lovely to hear why everybody loves Crafters TV so much and what a difference we make, and that really just fills our hearts with gladness. And the fact we can reward you with the best craft club in the world and all of those discounts, well, it's just incredible, isn't it? Now, something every crafter needs in their stocking is this brilliant collection of scissors we've got for you. I think these are one of the things I'm the most proud of, along with the Gemini Machine and Academy of Colour and every other product we create. But these scissors are truly, truly amazing. You've got such precision steel in here, non-stick coating, snips right to the edge. Right to the end? What's the end? An end. Right to the end. An end is the end and precision all in one word. What am I like today. I don't know. And you've got 3 great sizes. You've got your good big ones for cutting. These are the ones I use, I would say, 90% of the time. These ones I'll use if I need to do something a little more clever. These I use rarely because you don't find me doing any snipping. I tell you what I do use these for, snipping my threads and yarn. They're in my crochet basket and my sewing basket, these little ones. Craig uses them all the time because he does a lot of fussy cutting. I don't. I find fussy cutting too tedious. But we've got a pair of scissors for everybody here. And the large ones, I have to say, having this integral, what's an integral? Honestly, I can't do words today, Debbie. It's got a ruler on there so that you can snip a precise amount into a cardstock. Brilliant for box making, because if you're making a 2-inch deep box, you simply line up to the 2-inch mark and snip, and you've got a perfect 2 inches. So that's a functional ruler on the end of your scissors there, which is absolutely incredible. I've just pinched one of our pieces of Super Duper Centura, which is 300 GSM cardstock. And what I want to do is show you that they do snip and cut beautifully. They're incredibly precise. And you can hear that. Listen, I'm going to bring it up to my microphone. Listen. Oh, that sound. Can you hear it? Do it again. It is so satisfying. And those of you who've got scissors and cut card will know what I mean by a satisfying cut. But then the other thing I want to show you is, look, I can get to the very end of these scissors and get to the tiny, tiny snippy end, like the fraction of a millimetre, like a 1/16 of an inch and less. Tiny little snips, because our scissors cut all the way to the end. And if I do that on that side, you'll see there all of those tiny little snips. So they cut for the full length of the blade, from the very jaw of the scissor. And if I open them wide, so I can get my fingers in, there we go. If I open them as wide as they'll go, from the very jaw all the way down to the very, very end, they cut, and they cut precisely. And every pair of scissors will do that for you. They're brilliant for your soft craft, so they're fantastic as fabric scissors. They're brilliant for your ribbon. They'll cut your acetate. They'll cut your mount board. They'll cut your glitter cards, your mirror cards. They'll cut tin can. They'll cut leather. Whatever you want to throw at them, they will cut it. And they really are, I think, have revolutionised a lot of people to say, I've had scissors before, I bought these, I wished I'd bought them sooner. They're fantastic. And to get all 3 pairs for £23.18 or £35.98 is brilliant, but you're not paying that. £18.54 or £28.78 is absolutely exceptional for 3 pairs of the highest of highest premium quality scissors for papercraft. They really are. Now, we've also got an amazing collection of border dies for you. And we've got a lovely picture here to show you of our timeless borders. We love these. 5 different dies you've got in here. Beautiful sizing, very intricate patterns. Our Debbie's going to do a little demonstration with these for you now. You're only paying £25.57 or £31.84 if you're in the Platinum Club for all 5 of these. But of course, we know you're not paying that. You're paying £20.46 or $25.47 for all 5. That's $5 a set. I can hardly believe it. Debbie, come on, wow everybody. What are we going to be doing?
Well, I don't think I need to wow you with that price. That's incredible. But I will wow you with our samples because they are beautiful. I love edgeables. I love creator cards. We're very famous now at Crafters Companion for these type of cards. It means that you can create with whatever you've got in your stash, with whatever card concept you would like to do, and in any way that you want to do them. What border dies like this do, they make us be the designer that we always wanted to be. You can cut these into any shape and size of the card that you want to. You can put them at any angle that you want to. How beautiful is that card? Diagonally is just insane because it looks beautiful and so different. But as intended, you could put them at the side of your card, use them them as toppers. Everything you do with these is just going to make your cards look absolutely beautiful. Use your ink pads, use your black cardstock for matte and layering, cut them out of your glitter cardstock. They're all going to look really beautiful. Right, now I'm going to be using the flourishing foliage, and I've got 3 pieces of cards, so I'll quickly give you the measurements for these. I've done myself a back piece of card, and then I've also done these 2 pieces, and I've just roughly cut the tops. So my first front piece of card measures to 5 1/4, and then I've scored it at 1/4 inch down the spine, and then the top you want to do it to at least 6 1/2 inches going across the top, and then the second piece I've done the same 5 1/2 inches scored at 1/4, and I've done that to 6 inches, so that's for our midsection. And then our last piece of card, which is going at the back, I've just done 8 inches by 5 inches. Okay, so those 1/4 inch ones are going to attach to the next one. Now the reason I cut that off is just for my guideline, because what I want to do is use this going across the top of our piece of card so it acts like that. So I could have just kept that straight, same as the back piece we're going to do it if I pop that across there, but do one piece at a time, layering them up. So the first one I know I want to go across this way to my card. Now I've done it bigger than what my card is, otherwise I would have ended up with quite a wide card with 3 pieces, but don't worry about that because it cuts straight across. You can absolutely, you don't have to have it exactly the same amount of end to end, which is 6 inches. So all I'm going to do is take my low tack tape and we're going to just tape this down. Now because it's edgeable, it means that I can pop that across the top. I've got room then to use across here. So I would say, because our low tack tape can get a little bit sticky in our machines, because of the pressure of the Gemini, what it does is it embeds it into the card. So put it, if you can, somewhere where it doesn't matter. So I'm going to pop that in there, place that right on top of my piece of card, and then we're going to run that through the Gemini. So literally offering it into the mouth of the machine, that goes through. Our larger Gemini takes literally 18 seconds to go through. And Leann, I don't know if you agree, a lot of people say they love die cutting. Actually, the love of die cutting actually is more to do with the love of crafting, because you want this bit to be easy, and then you want to be able to get onto the being creative and being that designer that you always wanted to be. The Gemini makes die cutting easy, so we think we love it, but actually I don't think we love die cutting as much as we love creating.
Using the results of the die cutting.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And now look at this. This is beautiful. So I'm just going to get my pokey tool, just poke out those little pieces there, because this is what we want from die cutting. When your die cutting is good and die cuts beautifully in an amazing machine, it means that you've got your creative juices flowing and you can really start to be that designer. So all I've got here, I'm going to actually ink the top of this. Now if you grab yourself a piece of card, I'm going to just line that up to the bottom of my little dots that are going across there, so you've got that sort of guideline across. So just right up to there, like so. Should have actually, it would have been perhaps easier to use a darker piece of card, but by using a white piece of card, I know exactly where I'm going. And then all I'm going to do is get my ink applicator. I'm going to pop that into here. Now I'm using our Damson wine. If you was to use the Damson wine that was in the collection that's on actually Shop the Show, which is in the pigment ink pads, you could heat emboss this afterwards as well, which would be amazing. But all I want to do, I want to create a whole border going across. So just using that one to go straight across. Now because I'm using my card as a guideline, it means that that's going to stay in a straight line, so just hold it in place. If you feel like you can't hold it in place for long, all you need to do is tape it down, and then it will just sort of dye to these to the colour that you're putting on the ink pad. And I love how this makes it look. So once you've done that, let me just move that out the way and cover my ink pad. When you take that away, look at that. Now you would think you've paper pieced that across the top. That is the same piece of card, but all we've done is inked it using that card across the middle.
Wow. I mean, honestly, Debbie, that's
Sorry, excuse me.
really, that's incredible. I love that. And which ink pad did you use?
So I used damson wine on this one.
Yeah.
I used crushed velvet on the one that I've got ready, but I thought I wanted you to see that darker colour. Look at that.
Wow.
It's
is
amazing.
It pigment or is it Harmony Water Reactive?
It's just Harmony Water Reactive.
Wow.
Yes.
Now you could do that with the pigments.
I was just saying that. He embossed it. How amazing would that be? You'd have an enamelled top across there. Yeah, I learnt it. I'd say I learnt it, but I picked it up a few weeks ago. I see someone using card to ink things, and I thought, what a simple way of putting a straight line. But that looks like you've cut it out of a purple piece of card and matte and layered it on the top.
Fantastic.
So it looks really incredible.
It really
now,
is.
These ones, let me bring the ones in that I've done. So this one I've done with the purple, and again, it looks like I've put a piece of card across the top, and I haven't. You can see it's literally off. That's the same piece of card. Absolutely amazing. So a really nice technique to do that. Now, you want to do that again, not with your middle one, but your back piece. So you cut that, do exactly the same technique. Any colours you choose to use are going to look amazing. And then all I've done is left this one free, which is going to go onto here. And then I've got that back panel, which I've done the same technique. So when you put these together, you've almost got that sort of trifold going up, and a completely different way to use your border dies.
Debbie,
Now,
I'm gobsmacked.
Are you is your flabbergasted again?
Flabbergasted, Debbie. Me flabbergasted. I mean, I always knew you were an incredibly creative person, but this is fantastic.
Oh, thank
it's
you,
so
Leann.
inspiring to see completely different ways of things being used, because we do, you know, without Edgeables, we do the same a lot, Debbie.
Yes, absolutely.
And to be inspired to be able to do something completely different, but then use your inks, the things you've been collecting for ages, your pretty papers.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely wonderful to see. I love what you've done with that.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's easy. I always say it's very easy when you have really good quality products to find new things to do different things with. And I love the ink pads are just for me. I mean, you know, I remember. In fact, I don't know if we should tell this story, but we could actually, Leann. I don't know if you remember, for quite a few years ago, before our ink pads come out, you bought us, when Fiona was with us, and you bought us some ink pads that you was going to have in production. Do you remember?
Right, I do.
And they were very similar to our new shimmer ink pads, although the design of those ones are amazing.
They are, aren't they?
But they were quite uncomfortable in the hand, the first ones you had. They were like a yin and a yang, weren't they, that you were going to do? And I was so thrilled that Leann had said to both me and Fiona, like, what do you think of these ink pads? Because I'm not too sure. Fiona loved them, and I always remember that, and I thought, oh, I think they're a bit uncomfortable in the hand, and I really didn't know whether to say. And I remember saying, actually, Leann, I think they're a bit like for people maybe with dexterity problems, they might be. But actually, out of that, our ink pads were born. So the ink pads you'd already had in production, but it was just what to put them in and how to do them.
Yeah.
And then you grouped them in the threes, the coloured of threes, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I remember that story really well. And I was absolutely thrilled. It was the one thing for me in craft land, if you like, ink pads. Just a game changer for any craft. Yeah. So I would say to anybody, if you want to do a craft, make sure you've got ink pads, because there's just so many versatile ways of using them, and especially on your die cuts, which is incredible.
Yes, and we have got that, and I mean, they'll be coming up later tonight. We had them in Wake Up Call this morning. We've got a whole bundle of, it's our star buy of 17 pigment ink pads in there with all of the great colours. And I know pigment ink pads are Debbie's very favourite.
Yes.
And it is in the Shop the Day box. So if you're interested or you're in the market for some ink pads, have a look in Shop the Day. There's a fantastic bundle. Our star buy today, in fact, is 17 pigment ink pads for you in a bundle. This is coming together beautifully, Debbie.
It's nice, isn't it, to have a play and just to get a different... And the reason I've done this as well, if you've got yours, remember to clean your work surface, because I've got all the inks over it, so, but you'll worry more about that.
And then I lie on it and I've got smudges up my arm, Debbie.
Yes, that's it, yeah. And then you rub your nose, and then you've got a smudge on your nose.
Debbie, have I ever told you the story about when I cleaned my Hoover out?
Oh, no, tell.
Should I tell you? Are you interested?
Absolutely.
So I'd been hoovering, and sometimes I'm a lazy hooverer. So sometimes I'll see something and I think, I really shouldn't hoover that up, because I should bend down and pick it up, because it looks a bit big to go up the pipe. And I just think, well, I'll give it a go. And so anyway, I'd sucked something up, wasn't a sock, but you know what I mean. Sucked something up and it was too big, so the tube had got blocked. So, and it wouldn't come out, and I'd had things stuffed down it, and I couldn't clean it out. So I'd actually blowed it out, Debbie, and I managed to clear the tube and finish doing my hoovering. However, in the meantime, I'd only been living in my house for about 4 weeks at that point. One of my new neighbours knocked on the door to ask me something, can't remember what it was, years ago. And I had a full 10-minute conversation with this person, they never said a word. Went back in the house, went upstairs to go and do something, looked in the mirror, and I had a big black circle right around my mouth there.
Oh no.
Yeah, off where I got down here. And I'd been having a conversation with a new neighbour, and they didn't want to say to me, what's going on with your face?
Oh, Leann, that's very funny.
Honestly.
It's very, very funny.
I've got so many stories like that, Debbie.
I love stories. You know, we've all got them, haven't we? Yeah, it's just lots of stories. But there you go. And the reason I did it like that is because you might not have a large piece of card that you can do that with. So if not, just do it in panels, or you can stick those side bits on. But look at that. It looks like we've put a completely different border on the top of them. Yeah, I absolutely love that technique.
I do, Debbie. I think that is absolutely stunning, and of course that will work with so many more of your beautiful paper pads that you've got at home, and your ink cards. Just vary the colours and it's going to look incredible. Now let me just remind you, I'm going to do some comments as well, because we're overwhelmed with how many of you are watching us today. It's been really busy. I just want to show you the 5 different borders that you're getting in person here. So this 5-piece collection is this butterfly. And you can see what Debbie was showing you there. You can cut it as a solid panel, or you can cut it on the edge of a card. So it is a true edgeable. You've got that lovely kind of ditzy daisy floral there. You've also got that beautiful, I feel that's very Renee McIntosh, that rose. You've got these, if you can just see them there, the dragonflies. And then you've got that lovely leafy design that Debbie has just been demonstrating. They're the 5 different designs that you will get in that collection for your £25.57 or £31.84. But of course, you're not paying that. You're paying £20.46 or $25.47. Oh my word! There's just, you know, there's
hard work today, aren't they, Leann?
Do you know what? It's like having naughty little elves in the workshop. That's what it is. I did try to, but to be fair to Johnny, he's got lots of numbers to juggle today. It's teamwork. So many comments coming in, Debbie, and just a majority of them is appreciation for your demos and how creative they think you are.
Oh,
so thank you for that, Debbie, really. So many things. Now, I've just got to say, there is so much love in here for the scissors. Mary Reno loves the Builder bows. Brenda, oh, I've already done that one, Brenda. I've already answered that one. Hang on, Leann, get to the ones you haven't answered. Here we go. Okay, Teresa loves the bows. Lynn says she's sorry she's a little bit late. Don't worry, we forgive you, Lynn. Right, Coletta Cooper. Leann, I cannot sing the praises of these scissors high enough. Thank you, Coletta. Alicia Gordon, oh my goodness. These scissors are remarkable. I love how they feel and how it sounds when I lay it on my CC glass mat. Me too, Alicia. Stephanie says, I have all the scissors. I even put a pair in my kitchen. Me too. And Michelle says, I agree with Coletta. These scissors are the bomb. They cut as smooth as silk. Kathy C says, I'm so territorial about my CC scissors. I won't let anyone else in the house use them.
I love that. I can imagine you being like that.
I am very like that, Debbie. If anybody touches my scissors, they do so upon pain of death. Lynn Miles, true story, I threaten them. You will die if you touch my scissors. Lynn Miles says, hi Leann, I wonder why you are not supposed to use the same pair of scissors for both paper and material. Please, can you advise? Thanks in advance. Lynn, I'd love to advise. What can happen with scissors that are not of an acceptance, in fact, good dressmaking scissors? Paper can, over time, blunt your scissors, and so that dulls the cut a little bit, and that's when you have to resharpen them or cut some tin foil or some sandpaper, something like that, to get the edges sharp again. So for things where if you're a dressmaker, you want a pair of scissors that are only ever used on fabric, because fabric and ribbon will not dull the blade of your scissor, and it will always be precisely sharp. However, with our scissors, what I can say is I have one pair of big ones and I use them interchangeably my card and my fabric, and I don't see any reduction in the performance personally. So they're very good if you are a general crafter and you want to cut lots of different materials. If you're a dressmaker, I also have a pair of dressmaking scissors which will not be used on anything but fabric ever. It would never touch anything else because it can blunt them. However, with our scissors, for a general crafter, you can cut your fabric, cut your ribbon, cut your paper, cut your card, and not worry because the blade is that fantastic Japanese steel and it's coated with the non-stick coating, which means that you don't get the same kind of dulling. Hope that helps. Now, my mystery bag. It's flying. You're loving the mystery bag, and I have to say that inside the mystery bag looks like a bomb's gone off because I have been just taking things out of bags. I've opened it all up, but that's good because it means you can see what you're getting. So the first thing in my mystery bag is this fabulous set of precious metal cardstock, and this is the set. This is the set with 40 sheets that has the 2 cardstock and 2 adhesive glitter. So in each pack you get 2 300 GSM cardstock and 2 of your self-adhesive glitter paper. And I'm just going to turn over and show you the back. The cardstock has a creamy back. The self-adhesive glitter is thinner and has a white back. You can see the difference between the two there. So if you get them all mixed up in your stash at home, you need to remember cream is card, white is the sticky. All right. And then you also get your matte mirror and your shiny mirror. Let me just pick that up and show you in the collection as well. So you've got your shiny mirror, your matte mirror and your glitter in all of the colours that I'm about to show you. So you've got that beautiful, almost, it's like a rose gold that, I think actually. I'm just going to get it out and show you there. Yes, I would say that is a very definite rose gold. So you've got that beautiful rose gold colourway. You've got this copper colourway. I'm just going to show you them because they're beautiful, and I think if I was you, I'd want to see them. You want to know what you're getting, don't you? You've got that beautiful copper colourway. How lovely is that? And don't forget, 2 of these glitter are self-adhesive. You've got your champagne. Yes, please. I love a little glass of champagne. Do you, Debbie?
I do actually. I'm not a wine drinker, but I do like champagne.
I like champagne. It's because we're classy, Debbie.
Of course, of course.
Classy, that's what we are. We've got here champagne. Look at that. Who doesn't want that in their life? Come on. This is in the bag. And you've got 40 sheets in total. Then you've got your true gold. I'm going to show you that one as well. So there's your matte, your mirror and your gold. So you've got your true gold in there. I think it's good when I open the bag so you can see what's inside. Probably get into trouble later, but I'm a big girl. I will take that fall for you at home because you need to see it. And then we've got this platinum, which is truly beautiful because you've got that lovely platinum silver luxury glitter in there, and then the matte and the silver. This, depending on what you use it with, has a lovely kind of almost lilac, very subtle, soft tone to it. It looks incredibly expensive, actually. So you've got all of that in the bag. All right, so 40 sheets. It's in the bag, one of the things in the bag. Then you've also got, and I went a bit rogue with this earlier and just whipped a sticker off and showed you, but you've got this scratch reveal kit. This is worth £25 or $30. You've got 150 different elements in here. Stuck on my thumb. Get off. 150 different elements in there. It didn't want to let go. Debbie was hanging on to us. You've got your cards and your envelopes. You've got your 3 sheets of scratch reveal stickers. You've got them in a gold, a silver and a rose gold. You've got in there all of your cardstock. Yeah, I've got a right mess going on here, honestly. You've got all of your beautiful cardstock in there. This is all in this one kit. And you've got your beautiful watercolour papers in there. So this is all in the kit for you. And you've got 2 sheets of these stamps which have fantastic messages on for your reveals. So you can see here you've got brilliant messages for your marry me, gender reveal, champagne celebration, we're going on holiday, it's your birthday, I'm surprising you. And then you've got a whole other set here. So you've got 2 full 8x8 sets with loads of sentiments, different things you might want to say to people. But of course, before, didn't I show you how it worked? And I just scribbled on there a little heart underneath and put the sticker on and showed you how it's scratched away. The scratch reveal kit is absolutely fantastic. Normally £25 on its own, that's in there. you've got, all of this is in the bag. You've got a full set of our Aqua Blend pencils. You've got a collage stamp set for Christmas Day, 25. Collage stamp set with angels and candles. You've got a 'Tis the Season window stamp set. You've got this beautiful country garden butterfly. You've got a Sharon Callis succulent set. You've got a collage set with the church. You've got a Baby It's Cold Outside, I'll Pack my scarf. You've got a creator card with the romantic couple on a swing. And you've got a whole pack of our acrylic paint markers. All of that in the bag. Johnny, you're not going to pay the price in the purple box, are you? Not. You're going to pay £41.59 or $51.19. Can you believe it? All of this in that bag for that fantastic price. It really is great for you, for yourself. I mean, this thing's fallen all over now. You'll get a nicely packaged bag. You won't have a bag like mine because I've just rummaged everything out so I can show you what's in it. I'll tidy that up in a minute. A really great value bag for gift giving, and I think more importantly, to try something different and new, to try something you might not have tried before. It's a really good little try me. Now, we're going to do the bows next. Debbie's got them. She's going to show you the samples and then I'll show you the board so you can see what you're getting.
Yeah, let's bring these over because the samples are beautiful. If ever there was something you wanted to put onto something, it is normally a bow. We would normally tie a bow, put it onto something. But how about creating the most amazing paper bows with, I have to say, the beautiful accessories, which are your foliage and your poinsettia. You can make cards with these. You can make ornate your gift boxes, your gift bags, whatever you want to do. Love this one here where you've got your tag cards. So you can actually create straight onto the front there, which looks amazing. Think of all your Christmas presents you're wrapping this year. You could have just an afternoon of making all these bows up and having them then ready to put all on your Christmas presents. And what's more, because they are paper bows, you can put them in any colour that you want to put them into. They're just going to look amazing. And I love this one here because it's only one of the small bows on there, but all the rest is done by that beautiful papers in the background, just the sentiment, and then these sort of strips of papers to make it look like a present. I think that is absolutely amazing, so you're going to love that. Right, now actually making the bows are very easy, but what I do want to show you, there's a particular bow in this collection which looks absolutely beautiful, but it's a larger bow. Now what I love about Leann and the team, what they've done with that, this bow here, if we look down onto here, this is the bow I cut out earlier. What if I was to tell you there's a really big bow that does exactly the same one, but you're getting this die for it. Now, it's a super easy bow to do and it works brilliantly every single time. Now the reason we've done that is because on the pack we've absolutely jam-packed it with bows, or dies should I say, to make your bows. If we had made this into a full bow, it means we would have had to sacrifice some of the other bows in there, where actually this is really easy to do. Now what you want to do is make sure you've got a piece of card that is sized, so when we then die cut this one, turn it over to the other side, it fits on the other side of the card. So you just want to make sure you've got double the amount. So what I'm going to do, and actually I want to cut that out of my pink one, so let's pop that onto there and we're going to run that through. So all I'm going to do is bring this in. Now what I did notice about this bow, and I'm going to take out my magnetic shim. It's not something I do a lot of, but this bow is quite delicate, and because I've only got thinner paper, what I don't want it to do is rip through it. So what I'm going to do is take out my shim and just die cut it using my 2 cutting plates and my plastic shim. Now sometimes you might find it won't cut all the way through, but what it will do is stretch those fibres in the cardstock and it won't then come apart with all that intricate detail. So I'm going to turn that over the other way, and I just want to see how much. So you can see that's not, we've got a little bit on there, let's take that off. So it's not completely cut, which means I just need to add in that shim now, and then we're going to run that back through. So a little technique to do when you don't want your card to warp is to actually die cut it like that with a shim taken out, then you can re-put it back in and it won't warp your card there. So just running that one through. Yeah, and it works every single time, especially if you've got items like your creator cards, your edgeables, because sometimes you put them through and you just don't need that amount of pressure. So yeah, die cut it first so it stretches the fibres in your card, and then you can die cut it out. Takes a bit more time, but actually you get the perfect die cut. And you can see, if I show you that, this is like a paper cardstock that I'm cutting it out of. Now if I put that through, this bit here would have warped a bit and it might have torn, which is what I didn't want it to do. So we're going to do exactly the same, but all I'm going to do this time is we're going to make sure I've got my right plates. Let me bring this one back in. We're going to pop that into place. Now because it's identical, I'm going to just line that up so you can see where your gap is here will be opposite this piece. I'm just going to line that up right to those lines and then use a bit of tape this time just to put it down. So there we go, just tape that one into place, and that way it won't move from where it's going to go. I'm going to do the same thing. The other thing you could do is take out your magnetic shim, and actually I think that might work. So I'm just going to grab myself my metal shim, because oh, that one's well used, Leanne, look at that. I think Becky's been in there, isn't it? Oh, I haven't got they've all got them in there, haven't they? Right, so I'm just going to bring that in. It won't do any harm, but instead of putting in my magnetic, I'm actually just going to pop my metal shim onto there. Don't need to put the full one. We can just put the small one as...
Johnny's very impressed with your use of a junior metal shim in a Gemini sandwich.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's the same size as the die, then it's not a problem doing that at all. And like I say, even if it doesn't do it, and the reason I did a thinner weighting cardstock or paper is because I don't want it to, I want to be able to wrap it around cardstock. So let's have a look at that, see how that's done. Actually, that's cut out, so I'm happy with that. So we can release that tape. Let me take that one off, like so, and take that one out. So just gently pulling it out. And it does show you can use a thinner amount. So look, that's cut perfectly and not even had that shim. So we've took one shim out of our magnetic and just put in our metal, and I've got no warp. Can you see what I mean by the warp? There's no, this is thin,
yes.
And it's just perfect. So there's just little hints and techniques that really help.
I love that. It's a fantastic top tip for everybody, that, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just what you learn, isn't it, over the years, Leanne? And then the other thing I want to do, I do want to cut out the poinsettia. So I'm going to run those through. And while I'm running them through, another little tip with this one, because it is... because we didn't want to put another layer for the underneath of the bow, you haven't got one for this one. So I want to show you how easy it is to actually make one. So let's pop them in. If I was really savvy, I would have just brought my little Gemini midi over, or mini, and that would have cut those out. But as I've got my Gemini right next to me, let's run them through. Now, if you grab some cardstock, with your actual die cut that you've done, take yourself a pencil and then just draw around there. So I'm just making sure my plates come out first, and then we're just going to draw around that. So this is a really good way of getting yourself a template for the underneath. And it doesn't take long at all just to draw around there. Now, you don't want to draw around your die, because your die cut, when you look at it, it goes in a little bit before your die starts. So if you go on the outside, it's going to be too big. So what I recommend is just getting yourself a pencil, drawing around like we're doing now. Now, depending on how you are with your scissors, I don't know about you, Leanne, I'm not very good with scissors. Oh, excuse me.
No.
I can't cut in a straight line. What I am good with, though, I'm good with a craft knife.
I'm the opposite.
Oh, okay, yes. So Sarah, we used to call her Sarah's scissor hand. She's very good with scissors.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do is go on the inside of that line and cut.
I am in awe of you being able to do that. If I had done that, it wouldn't look like a bow. It'd be like a donkey's back leg. Debbie.
I'm really, really good with a craft knife, but scissors, see, and I can do this really straight. I'm just going to cut the whole thing out on that side. There, look, there you go, just like that, and you cut that out. So once you've done that, but do it both sides, and then what you will get is this piece here. And that then will fit perfectly over the top. And you'll see, because what I'm doing is I've got really sort of light colours. And I want the light colours because I'm doing quite a contemporary sort of feel. But it also means these don't have to be snowflakes. That could be a flower. So you could always sort of change things over. So what I am going to do with this, we're going to mat and layer these on top of each other. So I'm going to use my, let me just grab that piece of card I have. We're going to use our dotty tape pen. And all I'm going to do is go all the way over there to adhere these together. So just like so. So nice and easy. If you don't have the dotty tape pen, please stock up. I'm not sure if we still got that offer on the 12 boxes at all, Johnny.
I think it was a Black Friday deal though, wasn't it?
Yes, because that was amazing. So if ever you wanted to stock up on your tape pens...
It's still in stock.
Amazing.
It'll only be to today though, so if you are in the market for some of those, now is the time to get your pens.
Craig did tell me yesterday you were a songstress.
I find a song. So my team just think it's hilarious. Every product development we have will say something and it'll spark a song in my head. So we sing all the way through our product development meetings.
I love
it's like, oh, do you remember that song? The sad thing is though, Debbie, I'm of an age and one other member of that team is of an age, and we sing them and we look at this assembled sea of young faces
and they all
go, nope, not a clue. Never heard the song, don't know the artist, and we're like, oh. So we've started giving them homework, Debbie.
I love that.
We write a list of songs. We're educating in the classics, which were out in the 80s when it was acceptable, and the 70s. So we're writing homework. They go home with her homework now, Debbie.
Oh, that's
things
amazing.
they have to listen to. Shay, and if anybody who's met Shay in my team, is the most gorgeous person.
Yes.
He really is. He's fabulous. He's got homework, a whole list of movies. Debbie has never seen Dirty Dancing.
What? What?
Thank you, Debbie. Top Gun. Hasn't seen Top Gun, Debbie.
No. Even though Top Gun was the new one.
Even though it was the new one, Debbie, Pretty Woman.
My favourite film of all time.
Hasn't seen it. Cocktail, Tom Cruise. Exactly, Debbie. That's what my face was like.
Oh my
He's got a list of at least 20. You've Got Mail. Never seen it. Sleepless in Seattle. Never seen it.
So Cocktail was where I got my son's name from. Because when I was pregnant, Cocktail came out, and the girl in there is called Jordan.
She is.
And I was convinced I was having a girl. I didn't find out what I was having. I was convinced, and I was like, oh, I'm calling her Jordan. What a pretty name. And he came out. I was like, oh, a boy. I haven't got a boy's name. And someone said to me, but Jordan's actually a boy's name. Why don't you call him Jordan? So that's how he got his name.
There you go.
I know. Yeah.
I love that movie.
I know.
Fabulous. He's got a Notting Hill. Hasn't seen it.
Oh my goodness! And such classic films.
I mean, he's only 21.
Yes,
so
he's still
I think he's 22. He might have just gone 22. He's in that ilk.
Well,
anyway.
can I just put something out there to
Do it,
Shay?
Debbie.
I think possibly his mum and dad have not educated him well, because I have a 20-year-old and she's seen all of those.
My son's 28, and that list is some of his favourite movies.
Yeah,
really.
absolutely.
They really are. But he's got a list now. We've given him a list of homework, and we're checking on a weekly basis in the product development meeting which movies has he ticked off his list and what did he think of them.
This might be controversy as well. On the radio this morning, they're doing a sequel to Dirty Dancing.
Oh, I'm not okay with that, Debbie.
No, I'm not okay with that. No, I'm not okay with that.
No, Johnny agrees.
Jennifer
Johnny
Grey is apparently going to be in it. But Jennifer Grey, so if anyone doesn't know, she doesn't look anything like Baby now, because she had her face done when she left. Yeah, she completely changed her look. Have you never seen her?
No.
So when she did Dirty Dancing, she became so famous, but she didn't like the way she looked.
Yeah.
So she completely had her facelift, and she looks nothing like her whatsoever. You'll have to Google her and see. Jennifer Grey.
Of course. I'm just going to say that is the opinion of Debbie Fisher, not of Crafters Companion.
Yeah.
Just for everybody watching. Just put that little disclaimer there. It's like BBC. See, you're live. Please do not swear. You're live. However, I'm not okay with them messing around with Dirty Dancing. No, Johnny isn't okay. He doesn't. Neither does George. Neither does agree. No one can replace
I mean,
Patrick.
it's not a remake, it is a sequel, so...
I know, but then, like with the Top Gun sequel, at least it's got Tom in.
Yes.
Goose wasn't in it, but Tom's in it. Pam Craven.
No.
Pam Craven has not seen any of these photographs.
Everyone
films
needs
that we're talking
homework.
about.
Everyone needs homework.
Pam, homework. Make a list. Start watching the movies while you're crafting. And
so
message in, let us know.
Pretty Woman is that's my favourite film of all time. I love it.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
So
love
my
it.
favourite.
Have you seen the musical?
No, I would love to.
Oh, it's amazing.
None
of the songs are in it because obviously copyright, but it's so good.
Is it good?
It's so good. Yes,
I think
I'll
have to put the musical on my bucket list, on my things to go and do. My
Mr. C,
favourite movie.
Mr. C,
Mr. C, yes, get your wife took to Dirty Dancing. Is Walk the Line, which is the Johnny Cash story with Reese Witherspoon and Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Amazing. Love that one.
Yeah, very
good. And
good.
it's not a Christmas movie, but my son and I are going to watch it when he comes home because it is what we watch together.
What's that?
Walk the Line.
Oh, sorry, that's films. Yes, yeah.
That and Christmas with the Cranks. Joaquin Phoenix is such an amazing actor. He's just classy.
Oh, so nice. Some lovely films about. Yes, definitely watch some of those oldies. We only watched Cocktail the other day, so
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. It's just such a good film. Howard never seen it, funny enough, and he loved it. I thought, how have I not seen this before? Right, I've just used, and I love this dye. I got this out of my vintage lace, so Sarah's vintage lace.
Lovely.
Beautiful rococo dye. So I've just used that, and I've just got myself, these are as cheap as chips online, and a great little gift bags that you can get. You get like you can get a pack of 20 of them for next to nothing. Amazing. So I've just got myself that. Then we've got our bow here, and then we've got our little flourish. So what I've done, let me bring that in, I've just put a little gem in the middle of there. So we're going to stick all this one down. Let me grab my low tack tape. So just stick in all that middle piece. And then we're going to pop that onto, should I say, middle of our bag. So I'm just going to hold that down. And then I'm going to bring in our glue gel, so our 3D glue gel, and I'm going to stick these on. Because we've got quite a lot of dimension in our bows, either use your hot glue gun or some 3D glue gel. It takes about an hour to touch dry, and then it's sort of dry within 12 hours, but leave it for 24 and it'll be completely dry. Look at the difference, just add in a little flower into the middle of that bow makes. It just looks amazing.
It's incredible, the difference, isn't it?
Such a difference, yeah. But that's thanks to your team, Leann, to put those extra poinsettias and foliage in them. And I just love this. I think this is my favourite little, I don't know what you would call them. I suppose they're like the bow swags, or what would you call these?
Like they're just the tails, aren't they?
The tails, yes, that's it. So look at that, popping that down there. And then I've got a little sentiment, which is thinking of you at Christmas. And we're going to pop that into the centre. So just at the bottom, like so. And then all I want to do to finish, I've just got a little ribbon to tie around the handle.
Isn't that fabulous, Debbie?
It's so lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it? And you know, you could put a really inexpensive little gift in there.
Yeah.
And it could just be some homemade shortbread, some homemade truffles. It could just be something, you know, like just a little, even if it's bought chocolates, some little inexpensive bought chocolates in that bag. But it feels special because you took the time to make it. And it looks absolutely glorious. I love that.
And I wanted to do something that wasn't your traditional Christmas colours, because actually that could be a gift for a new baby.
Yeah.
You know, anything that you want to put it into, and it just means that the dyes are just working to be versatile for you.
Absolutely agree. Gorgeous, Debbie. Thank you so much. Now, the Builder bows, they are flying. You do love them. And you can see here that you get all of these dies, and you can cut all of those bows. There's the bow at the top here that our Debbie did. And you can see the different sizes of bows there and all the other little accessory pieces you've got. I particularly love this one, which makes that. I really do love that. For a quick little embellishment where you don't even have to construct it, just stick it in the middle and lift the sides up. It really does pack a punch on your card. Now, it says you're paying £19.99 for those in that purple box, but you're not paying it. You're paying $15.99 or $19.17, which is phenomenal for all of those dies to make all of those 10 different bows. And I think actually there's a lot more configurations than 10 you could get in there, Debbie, because you can be doubling them up, changing the pieces around, so many different configurations. It really is fabulous, fabulous value for money. So we're going to give you a little break now while you check out your baskets. So here's a little interlude for you, and we'll see you back soon.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You're all our time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Hi, my name's Rebecca Redican. My presenter journey started in a little bit of an unusual way, to be honest. I was working as a manager for a charity. One of the aspects of that job role is something that we call live presenting. Decided I wanted a little bit of a career change, and my favourite aspect of the job is what we called live presenting. Typed it into a search engine, saw a presenting job pop up, something I'd never thought about doing before. But because one of my friends absolutely loves going to things like auditions, she suggested just go for it. As a presenter, it's really our job to be the connection. I think the reason that a lot of our fabulous Crafters Companions viewers enjoy watching us is because we are live. What else am I passionate about? Goodness, so many things. I'm a really passionate person about everything, pets and animals. So I'm currently at university studying for my master's in journalism, so I'm really passionate about that also. I think the thing that makes Crafters TV so special, and this isn't the most original idea, but it is an honest answer, is the people. I have a list of presenting fails. I do stuff all the time. I'm so clumsy. I like to call it spatially unaware.
Who is one of my unsung heroes at Crafters TV? It has to be our lovely John. Not only does he corral our coordination team together, but he also looks after us experts really well. He comes out to visit the expert house where we need to stay, to fix things that are broken. He looks after us, he looks after everything that we need, and even brings me cups of tea during the show.
Yeah, I should have said John in there too, shouldn't I? But we all know John's an unsung hero.
I think John's handsome, but his dancing's questionable in that video. But you can't have everything, can you, people? You can't have everything. I have to say, so many of you messaging and joining Debbie and I and saying how much you're loving having the both of us here. So we're grateful. Thank you so much for that. Natalie Tolliday, she said, I'm making my own Christmas crackers this year and I wasn't sure what gifts to place inside them all. I know what it is now. I'm making everyone a little individual personalised jigsaw die to put inside. So pleased we could help you with that, Natalie. I think that's a marvellous idea. Kathy Leah says, something to consider for next Christmas in July, Leanne. Too late, all the products developed. Have to be 2025. Or, because we're at 2024, yes. See, I get confused with the years I'm in. 2023 is all developed, done, underlined, on the way. 2024, I can consider a gingerbread house for you. Watch this space. Sylvia Sad says, I love the scissors. I got the 6-inch ones and like them so much, I've ordered the 9-inch. Good for you, Sylvia. You're really going to love them. Now, I must have 20 more messages in here from lots of you saying, Notting Hill is my favourite movie. That is a good one, Notting Hill, isn't it? I think, what's his name? Reese Griffiths?
Hugh Grant. Oh, Reese, the funny man. Yes.
Yes, Reese Ifrins with the saggy underpants.
Yes.
Yes, he's hilarious. I always remember him as the man with the saggy underpants because of that movie. Pam or Leanne, I haven't seen them. Come on, Pam, get them on your list. Sherry says, I have the festive bows and I love making bows with it. They're so easy and beautiful. I've been using the new shimmer inks on them. On vellum, and then cutting bows out of it after it dries. They're so pretty and shimmery. I bet that looks beautiful, Debbie. Can you imagine?
Be amazing.
I need to see that. Oh dear. Marion Johnson says we're both looking good, Debbie.
Ah, we'll take that. We'll take that all the way.
Absolutely, we'll take it because at my age, you've got to take it when you can get it. Right.
At our age, we're the same age.
I've also got this fabulous 160 sheet Monday mega deal for you. That sheet there, you will get intact. That's where I was practicing my scissors for you before, but I won't cut yours and, you know, you'll get a full sheet. So you're getting this beautiful Centura pearl. You're also getting this absolutely gorgeous lilac luxury card. You're getting 10 sheets of each of those in this bundle. You're getting 10 sheets of your beautiful luxury. Our lights don't play with this enough. When you get this home and you see how gorgeous and sparkly that black luxury glitter card is, you will be amazed. 10 sheets of that. 10 sheets of your green luxury cardstock. You're getting also 30 sheets of your silver with the matte, the mirror and the luxury glitter. You're getting 30 sheets of your gold with all 3 of those finishes. 30 sheets of your red with all three of those finishes, and 30 sheets of your green with all 3 of those finishes, totaling a massive 160 sheets. And if you are a platinum member, only £35.60 or £54.80. But of course, you're not paying that. It's £28.48 or £43.84, which is an absolute steal. And especially when it's a consumable, we all need card, we all need a stash of it. And the time to get it is when you've got that extra 20% off it. Now, the other thing that you're absolutely loving, let me just move this to the side, is our timeless border dies. You really are thoroughly enjoying these, and I think the demonstration from Debbie has inspired you all, if you didn't get them the first time round, to get them now, and I don't blame you because it was a beautiful demonstration. You're getting this lovely daisy finish here. Of course, you can cut it in a panel, or it's a true edgeable, so you can cut it on the edge of a card if you want to. They're 6 inches long. So you've also got this beautiful butterfly. You've got that really lovely, I'll just move that there so you can see on the bottom there, yeah, that lovely foliage. That was the one Debbie used in her demonstration. You've got your dragonflies, and you can see those lovely dragonflies down there. The detail in them is beautiful. And then you've got this rose, which I feel looks very like a Renee McIntosh rose, doesn't it? And of course, it is the full edgeable. They're all full edgeables. You're getting all of them if you're a platinum member for £25.57 or £31.84. But you're not paying that. You're getting £20.46 or £25.47. It's an absolute steal for 5 dies. It's in the UK, £4 a die. In the US, just over £5 a die, which is ridiculous for a 6 inch edgeable. It's such good value for money. And I know our Debbie has got a fabulous demo to show you another way of how you can use these, haven't you, Debbie?
Oh, absolutely. Do you know what? I think even if we had a day to demo edgeables, we wouldn't be able to show you all the concepts that you could do with them, because when you think of an edgeable or a border die, it means whatever piece of card you got, it is going to go down that side, down that edge, over that fold, anywhere you want to put it. So actually, it's your imagination that's going to take you to all sorts of places. Now, if we look down here, I've used an A3 piece of our multi-purpose cardstock, and I've cut it across to 12 inches, but then I've snipped it off. So I've snipped one off at 6 inches, and then the other one is just over 4 inches, okay? So we've got a 4-inch and a 6-inch piece, but I've scored them both at 3 inches and 6 inches. So that creates one of my cards, this creates the other one. Now, if I then turn this one, flip it over, that becomes the bottom piece of my card, and this is what we then call a Z fold card, because those two pieces join at the edges and then it creates that Z fold. So nice and easy, identical pieces of card, just different. Now, what we can do to them as well is we can use our edgeable to go across the edges or of the top of each piece of card, which then creates a totally and unique card, because you wouldn't be able to buy cards like this anywhere. You would have to make something like this. I remember years ago, Leanne, I remember buying cards not as intricate as this, but that were laser cut, because you wouldn't be able to buy dies that did cutting like this. You would have to get them laser cut, and you would pay a small fortune for them. I mean, it would cost you about £10 for 5 cards in an envelope, which was a lot of money. And when you think, once you've got these dies, Leanne, you were saying £5 for the die, and how many can you make? How many batch making can you do? So I think we're very lucky nowadays that we have.
We've got at our fingertips,
yes,
isn't it?
Absolutely. Right, let's use some low tack tape. I'm just going to do one of the cards, and then I have one already finished. So we're going to place that across the top. Now, if you did want to, just to make sure you get a straight line, fold your card in half, put it towards your glass mat. So we're just going to make sure that that lines marry up. And then all I'm going to do is make sure we're going to pop that to the top, but I'm just going to make sure that my line is straight, which looks about there. And then we're just going to put our tape down a couple of places across the top there, just like so. And then we're going to offer that into our, or put it onto our plates on a machine, and then run that through our Gemini. So nice and easy. Now, the only thing that would stop you from doing different types of concepts is the size of your machine. So just be mindful, if you've got an A5 die cutting machine, there's different types of concepts that you can do for that. If you've got an A4 Gemini, then you can obviously do as many different concepts as you can. If you do have a Gemini Pro, and lucky enough to have a Gemini Pro, which actually, Leanne, lots of people were saying they did yesterday, and they got them. I still don't know how you got them at such a deal. People were saying they got them for just under £300 for a Pro. Is amazing. It means, because these are like follow-on dies, you can just continue with them. If you've got a 12 by 12 sheet, you can literally just go round the whole of your sheet and be able to create on those. And then what you want to do is take all your bits out, place that on your next piece here, and then you will find that that will continue. Now, the other thing I want to do is, because I'm liking my ink pads at the moment, you can still ink your flowers. So what I'm going to do is just bring in my ink pads. I'm using Honey Pot, Grasshopper and Red Berry. And remember, if you want to use the pigment ones that we've actually got on Shop the Day, you can go ahead and do those. So whichever you decide. And you can go straight in and add these to your flowers. So I'm just doing that middle section, adding that bit of red. I'm not even being too careful. We can then go in with our Honey Pot, one of my favourite colours, Honey Pot. Love this one. Think it's
such a
so
happy
nice.
colour.
It is, yeah, absolutely. And then we can just go round there and really add some extras. And I'm just doing this really quickly. I've obviously got finished ones, but it's just nice to know that we can add those inks and really create something super different. And then let's go in with a little bit of green. So just using our grasshopper, and then just doing our leaves at the side there. And it is just a case, and I'm really sorry I'm using my ink daubers because I know they're out of stock again. I'm hoping we will get them back in soon. But if you do want something smaller than our other ink applicators, just use some cotton buds. They will do a similar sort of thing. So once you've got that done, and I've done a rookie mistake, and I'm glad I've done it because I can show you what I've done. I've die cut my whole thing here. Oh, no, I haven't. I've done it right. I thought I'd done it wrong and I hadn't. So what I was going to say, make sure when you're die cutting, so on this one, because you want to turn it the opposite way, so we're doing it this way, make sure you then do it in the right direction. Because sometimes you want to cut on the front of your card and then you fold back and it's not on the right side. I did do the right thing, and there's me thinking I did a rookie mistake and I never did. So let's just burnish those ones. Now, once you've done all of that, I'm going to bring in my finished card here, and I have done some of my mats and layers as well. Having that across the top.
Isn't that lovely?
It looks beautiful, doesn't it? I'm just going to get rid of my ink this time.
I think that's the new thing everybody needs to do with their edgeables, ink them, Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks really pretty. And why not make use of what you've already got in your stash, and super time saving as well. So then I've just got my red piece that I'm just going to pop across here as well. So I'm keeping this all quite nice and basic, a little bit sort of vintagey, and then we're going to place these on here. I absolutely love being able to be the person that designs the card. Sometimes there's a lot on the market which some people like, but it does everything for you, and that has a place, but sometimes it's nice to do something really individual and completely different to what you've done before. And then if you do the bottom piece, so this piece here, which would go on the bottom, once you've cut that across, it takes that down, so it gives you another step. So it's almost like creating that floral garden. It's like a window box, isn't it? Which looks beautiful.
It'd be lovely for Mother's Day.
Yes,
Debbie.
Absolutely. Such a nice one for Mother's Day.
Even for a wedding card.
Yes. And actually what's nice about wedding cards, you can do it to whatever the bride, if they tell you, not all brides tell you what their colour scheme is, but if they did, you could do it to their colour scheme. Yeah, absolutely. And then all I've done here, something really easy. I'm using a lot of craft card lately, and I've just put some ribbon around my strips of craft. These were just offcuts. And then just popping these across the front really just give that, it makes it that vintagey sort of look, doesn't it? Yes, more rustic. Yes, absolutely. So we're just going to pop them across our middle section. So put your ribbon on first, and then you can just tie it to the backs. And then I'm going to do it onto these sections as well. So I've already cut these to size. And if you've got any makes that you want us to see, always send them in, because we're always ourselves looking for new ideas and things that you've done with them. Have you done a craft along at all yet? Oh, you have done a craft along. I watched it, Leanne. Yes.
I did a watercolour one.
Yes, was
with
amazing.
Aqua markers.
I love craft alongs.
Yeah.
I honestly love them so much. Got one tomorrow. Yes, I've got one with you tomorrow.
We've got one together tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think Christine's joining us again. Or is that Wednesdays? I think Christine's on Wednesday. Yes.
Oh, I'm not in on Wednesday.
Delicate lace edgeables tomorrow, Debbie.
I know, I love them. I love the lace ones. Yeah, really, really pretty.
We've got Stacey tomorrow. I think we've got two tomorrow.
Two guests? Wow, very nice. Oh, I like that.
I do.
So let's just pop that onto there. You can't go wrong when you're putting this on.
We've got Stacey from Las Vegas tomorrow and AN Other. We're finding out who.
And then I've got a happy birthday that I've just stamped out, and all I'm going to do, we're going to place this one on just under there.
Do you know what I love about this, Debbie? You don't need anything other than the edgeables. You don't have a focal point on there, so you haven't had to get a topper, you haven't had to add a butterfly, you haven't had to stamp or colour an image. All you've done is use that beautiful edgeable and let it speak for itself. And I think that is a brilliant example of how you can use edgeables without letting them overwhelming you, thinking you've got to put too much else on the card.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've actually flooded that with colour, but we've created that really happy, feel-good, beautiful, happy birthday. And yeah, just another different way of being able to use them.
I love it, Debbie. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was just listening to Johnny. We've also got Diane Shaw joining us tomorrow.
Diane Shaw
from the UK.
I don't think we've had Diane
before. No, she's from the UK. So I'm looking forward to that. Debbie, I think that was gorgeous. And I love the fact that you haven't had to put a focal image on it, that it's just the borders speaking for themselves. I think it looks absolutely fabulous. Thank you. So the deal on that is brilliant. It's about £4 a border, $5 a border. So it's £19 something, $25 something with your 20% off your platinum. So £20.46 and $25.47. So brilliant, brilliant deal. That 20%, don't forget, is across the entire website, with the exception of a couple of little Black Friday deals that are, you know, lingering, and then any new product launches in November. But essentially everything else, thousands of things on that website, you can take 20% off this Cyber Monday, and the 20% off comes off after whatever level of membership you already have with us. So you're saving an additional 20 to any savings you would already make, which is absolutely phenomenal. One of the things you are loving and is really doing very, very well is this mystery bag. So while we were chatting there, I took some time to organise the cardstock so I wasn't juggling all the time, so you can see all of the beautiful colours. So in this bag you will get 40 sheets of this luxury cardstock. 2 of these glitter are card, 2 are self-adhesive, so you can use them for sentiments. And you've got your mirror, your matte mirror, and your glitter in all of these colours you can see here. That was the beautiful rose gold. You've also got that copper. You've also got your champagne. Yes, please. Whenever anybody says the word, I mean, really the only answer to the word champagne ever is yes, please. You've got that lovely champagne in there. You've got your lovely traditional gold, more of a yellow traditional gold that. Gorgeous. And then you've got your platinum. That was I did that, so it's only taken me how many hours? 6 hours to get that nailed. Never mind, tonight it'll be lovely for you. There you go. So you can see you've got all of those 40 sheets in that bag. And then we've also got this scratch and reveal kit. Now this is worth $25 on its own, and is absolutely phenomenal, because in this scratch reveal kit you get all of your cards and all of your envelopes. You get 150 different elements in here. You get your beautiful watercolour scrapbook papers, 8 by 8 in there. You also get, have I got my card there? No, it's coming up. You also get 3 sheets of your scratch reveal stickers. So you get them in the gold, the silver, and the rose gold. You've got all 3 of those in there. And a goodly amount. I mean, how many stickers have you? I need to count them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 stickers on each sheet. What's 18 times 3? Is 54. So if you're just using 1 on a card, 54 cards you can make with that kit, with 1 scratch reveal message on and that rose gold, silver and gold, which I think is pretty flipping phenomenal. You've also got all of your beautiful coloured matching cardstocks in here to do your matting and layering, which are lovely. And you can see there, I did that earlier. So I drew a little heart on with a black marker pen, put my scratch reveal sticker over the top, and then just scratched it away. And you would do it with a coin or something. See, I'm just doing it with my fingernail. It scratches away to reveal the message underneath. Fantastic. And you also get 2 full 8 by 8 sets of stamps, which are absolutely great. And it's got all of those reveal messages on there for you. I'll just read you a couple out. It's got, psst, do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? So I can't help it. It's got I love you. It's got the only thing.
I love you.
Yeah.
You love me.
We're
a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. I do say you love me too. Aww.
Oh, that was Barney, wasn't it?
It was Barney.
Barney the Purple Dinosaur. That was from me and Debbie to all of our CTV viewers. There we go. You've got all of your fabulous baby for reveal on there. You've got your little engagement ring on there as well. We've got pack your bags. Are you feeling lucky? Scratch to win. Oh, that could be a saucy card. Are you feeling lucky? Scratch to win. I'd like to know the message that's under that one. Saucy, saucy, and it could be, oh, I've got a headache. Yeah. Roses are red, violets are blue. Scratch the heart to see what I've got for you. Woo! So there is some saucy, some sentiments in there. That's all in that scratch reveal kit for you. Then you've got a full pack of our Aqua Blend pencils. You've got this fabulous collage stamp set for Christmas with a 25 and the wreath in there. You've got your collage candles and angels. You've got the 'Tis the Night Before Christmas beautiful window scene. Me and my kerchief, Mama in her cap. You've got your beautiful butterfly from Country Lane. You've got your Sharon Callis sensational succulent. You've got your church and candle collage stamp set. Baby, it's cold outside, I'll pack up my scarf. And you've got your creator card there with that lovely swinging romantic couple and a whole pack of paint markers in there. All of that, all of those, plus that fantastic scratch reveal kit, which just keeps on giving. Really phenomenal value. And 40 sheets of our luxury cardstock. Could there be any more in that bag if we tried? $51.99 or $63.99. But you're not paying that. It's $41.59 or $51.19, which is exceptional value for money. Now, we've also got to get in another demo for you, and it's with these festive bows, because the Builder bows you're absolutely adoring. Because I think Debbie's, you've been Demi again there, Debbie. Debbie's demos, not Demi. Debbie's demos have really inspired you, and they have been beautiful. So we're going to cram another one in for you. $19.99 or $23.96, which is $15.99 or $19.17. We've got to cram in a vote as well, Debbie. Have you got the finished card of the one you're about to make?
Yes.
Why don't we show it now? And then we can do, this will be demo of the day, because we won't get a chance to demo later tonight.
Oh, shall I bring them all in
Let's do them all, Debbie.
Right, okay, that's the final one.
So we're going number 1.
Number 2, number 3, and then number 4.
And then number 4. Here we go. So number 1, the beautiful lilac inked edge, which I think was exceptional.
Yeah, number 1.
Number 1.
2.
Number 2, the beautiful gift bag.
Number 3,
the inked edge Z fold.
And number 4,
I absolutely love that. I know which one I'm voting for. I'm gonna say, Chloe, can you get my vote in for number 4, please?
Oh, I like number 2.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah.
Number 4. George likes number 2. Johnny likes number 3. Okay,
yes,
so we're all going to lodge our votes. Demo of the day, you all get your votes in. Look at the fantastic price. Don't miss out. Take your 20% off. And let's see how it works without Debbie.
So, one of the things that I love doing, and you might have at home, is die cutting your patterned mirror cardstock. So I've got my piece here with my snowflakes in. You're going to die cut it, but it gives a totally different look and looks even more shinier. So I'm going to die cut this, but also I'm going to put my red on top and die cut both of those pieces, because I want to have that underneath part as well. So I'm going to pop that in there and die cut those out, but also I want to die cut some of the poinsettias, so we're going to pop that on there, bring in my points. Oh, did I not grab my poinsettias? Let me just get them out of my little pot. There we go, all hiding at the bottom there. So I'm just going to cut some of those leaves, and then we're going to also cut some of our greenery out as well. So all our foliage. I love the fact you've put all this in there, Leanne, because it's so usable for everything.
You could leave them out thinking you don't need to put it in, but I do think it's very, very usable. You don't realise how useful a small foliage set like that is until you start using it.
Absolutely, yeah, and it really comes in handy. Even just those 2 sizes of the poinsettia dies that you can mat and layer on top just look exquisite. And sometimes you only need that, just that slight embellishment to make your creation look really beautiful. It's definitely a case of sometimes less is more, although I'm a bit of a more is more girl, so I have to say sometimes I do put a lot of things on, but I also like that clean cut look and that sort of sophisticated look when you're just minimalising everything. So let's take all our foliage out. You can see, I mean, one pass through the machine, these dies are extraordinary. Even these ones that have embossed detail have embossed it without me having to put my rubber shim in to emboss. So really beautiful dies. Mind you, that's really thanks to the Gemini, isn't it? And the power we have in there. Now, what we're going to do with this one, now I know we're running fast out of time, so I'm not going to do the full demo. If you place these leaves on the inside, what they will do is then cut out this part here. How beautiful is that?
Stunning.
So lovely. And because you've got those different tones of mirror card, so what you're going to do is place that over the top. These are great because they have a little hole in the center and a hole on these, which means when you put these ones together, so if I move that one round, you can actually use a brad. We had some brad in the Zara's vintage die, was it? No, the vintage butterfly earlier. Put your brad into the center and that's going to hold them into place. And then with your towels here, so let me thread that one through as well. So nicely, you haven't even got to glue these ones, just got to make sure you get your holes in the right place. So pop them through like, oh, it doesn't want to go. Why is it when you're running out of time, you know it's going to take a bit of time. There we go, pop that there.
Look at that.
Then that one, let me just split my pin at the base. So just like so. So not even any glue in. So you split your pin, put this piece underneath, just like so. I've used, oh, I tell you what I did, cut it in half. So I made this one bigger. If you cut that in half, doesn't matter where, and then you can have it coming out the edges like so. So it just elongates it. And then if I bring in my finished one, look at that bow.
Beautiful.
How gorgeous is that? And then if I bring in my finished card, you can
almost
see
looks like metal fretwork.
it does, doesn't it? It looks amazing. And that's that pattern mirror card. We do those 12 by 12 pads. It's incredible. And then add your little flowers, your foliage, sentiment, and actually quite a simple card, but it looks absolutely stunning.
It really
and there
does.
we go.
And you've already shown everybody how to do the Z-fold, so we know that. You did
Absolutely,
that with the edgeables. And really, that would come together so quickly and easily using all of your pretty patterned papers at home, wouldn't it? And it's those extra little bits. It's the, when you look at that, it's nice, but it's the bows and the little bit of foliage that really bring that card to life. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Debbie. There are so many comments in here. Gilmore says, these are stunning, Debbie. Mary Beth, beautiful, Debbie, love a Z-fold card. That's a pretty card, Debbie, wonderful card. Another gorgeous card, Debbie, from Betty Weaver. So many comments on your demonstrations today,
thank
Debbie.
you so
You've
much.
inspired so many people, you really have. Eleanor Schwing-Jones says, the Barney song, I love that show, it was cute. So obviously did Debbie and I. However, Gilmore says, I disliked Barney.
I loved Barney.
Super annoying because my nephews always had it on, laugh out loud, but Leann and Debbie sounded so good. Thank you, Gilmore.
Good songs, didn't they?
Really it was. My son used to love watching that all the time. He's over the age, 28. Right, now, we've got the winner. Winner, chicken dinner is card number 4.
Oh, you called it, Leann.
But it was
that
very,
was the one we
very
just
close,
done.
apparently.
Yes.
Very close with number 2. Thank you, Debbie. It's absolutely beautiful. That's the card of the day. Wow, it is absolutely fabulous, isn't it? Thank you so much, Debbie. Now, it's Cyber Monday today, and so we'll have our special Cyber Monday show tonight for you at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. EST, and our 10 a.m. Pacific time. So we can't wait to see you there. There won't be any demonstrations in that show because it's going to be packed with fantastic deals, but it will be me and our Debbie with you. So there might be a little bit more singing, who knows? Maybe some more Hoover Tube tales to tell. Goodness only knows what will happen. You never know till you're live. There'll be all sorts, I'm sure. Remember, between now and then, get your baskets checked out. Go and shop the show, go and find all of those deals. They're all there for you on the website. And remember, everything on that website has 20% extra off on top of your existing membership level. The exception is the couple of little Black Friday deals that are still knocking about and any new product we launched in November. It's a handful of things. Everything else has the 20% Cyber Monday celebration for you. And we have got some phenomenal deals for you in our Cyber Monday special tonight. We'll see you in a couple hours. Debbie and I are going to have a sit down, a catch up. I might have a little cuppa, a fizzy drink for Debbie maybe. and share some more pictures of our grandchildren with each other, and we'll see you back in a couple of hours. So go shop the show, take advantage, check out your baskets, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.